Hey guys, Captain Max Mason here, and today we're going to be discussing something, well, I always discussed about this. Let me just back this up here for a moment, because I actually do want to fix something here. Okay, so, as you guys know, if you guys have been counting down on your calendar, there's only 12 days left until Black Ops 3 comes out. As you can see, I am sporting my Black Ops 2 shirt, because this is the closest thing in my wardrobe that actually is close enough to Black Ops. And, well, I really don't have much to talk about, nothing new, except more or less more and more questions. So, as I can see, as a matter of fact, I better look too at their poster. Okay, so usually with games like these, like big games, I usually follow a Facebook account from the developers. Like, I followed Raven Software. I used to follow Neversoft before it, dissolved and became Infinity Ward. I followed Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer, and Treyarch. That's about it. So they released over this week a video called Treyarch Zombies: A Brief History, which really didn't explain much. And then they released a new trailer on the October 23rd, and it says here in their Facebook, "What we do, we only do to secure a better tomorrow." And that's about the giant map. Now, I like the fact that they're putting in an old map and kind of connecting it with the characters from World War I. However, I still don't get it. And if you guys have seen the trailer, it is amazing, like, when you see some of the nostalgic type of zombies that we dealt with, for one, Nazi zombies, although I'm a little bit upset, or not upset, more or less disappointed that they're too afraid to show the swastika now, because apparently, I don't know, they've gotten away with it multiple times before. I don't know why they're stopping now, but they are. And the Hellhounds are back. You've got the 4 main characters, which is what everybody wants. However, you gotta ask yourself, okay, so you have these characters from the from Green Run, which we call the Green Run group. Apparently they were just filler characters, because we don't know what happens. Which is really why I hope Black Ops 3 is not going to be that big of a disappointment when it comes to zombies. Because, like I myself, if you guys have seen what I do in my free time, I make tons, and I mean it, tons of documents just heavily on Call of Duty. I have made a full, complete timeline for all of the Call of Duty games and books that are considered canon to configure the differences for when the dates and stuff take place. I've also found a connection between all of them, so whatever you guys think, it's not necessarily true, but it's not necessarily wrong either. However, let's just to make a long story short, like I said in a video before, all the Call of Duties are connected. It does not matter whether or not the developers say, oh, they're not connected, or yes, they're connected, because they are. Even if it was intentional, they are still connected. So, back to what I was going to say. We saw some new information regarding, like, not necessarily new information, but somewhat new information. The new game mode, which I honestly think was kind of dumb, but I don't know. At least they're trying something new, but sometimes they just have to go with the old. They don't necessarily have to create something new that everybody's going to have to do now. Now, I don't know what the mode is called, and I'm not going to look up the wiki right now, but it's like a combination of Mirror's Edge and Titanfall, due to the fact that you have to walk on walls a certain angle, have to shoot a certain target, and it's kind of like a combination too of the Pit Spec Ops mission in MW2, or the 2 missions in Modern Warfare 3, Stay Sharp and Charges Set. But in in other words, it's really not that new, but it's kind of a dumb idea. I don't know. And if it's a game mode, I wonder if it's even going to have a DLC. I would imagine that not, not likely, due to the fact that so far the only footage we see is them just doing all these parkour moves-ish. But it wouldn't surprise me if they started making DLCs, although I wouldn't see why they would do it, because so far it looks like it has no story of its own or main character for whatsoever, so what is it? That's about it for that. As for Call of Duty Online, they released a new weapon and a couple of new maps, but they always do that. Still waiting for the English version. Still waiting. Raven Software. I know you're out there. I'm also waiting for it to be finished, because you've had 10 missions now. But I digress. So, really, they can't come up with anything new. Did not prepare for this. So, so as it comes to big things like this, we don't necessarily know how the World War I characters are going to play a role in the new map, or not kind of new, but it's just skinned differently of the giant, or Der Reisa, or however it's pronounced. I think it's Der Reisa. But no, I don't see, it's kind of confusing now, because the new trailer showed that World War II Richtofen was still talking and was in a couple of scenes. Obviously I don't necessarily think that they take place right after he was shot. However, we don't know what is his true role in this outcome. Is he still is he gonna be a boss character or something? I don't know. It's probably not. I don't want to go too much into those other channels where they think they know what's going on. Oh, I found out this is where this map takes place, even though it makes no sense. But no, there's really not a whole lot we can talk about now on this topic. But yeah, that's in 12 days, and those who are waiting for the Black Ops 3 comic, like myself, because I could probably find that somewhere, like Barnes & Noble or wherever, but I don't know how much it'll cost. That'll be coming out November 4th, which means, let's see, 10 days. I gotta check though. Today's the 25th. Yeah, 10 days. 10 days, that's the first issue. The second issue of the comic book will come out sometime in December. I think they had a date for it, but I don't recall the date. But, aside from that, got nothing new. But since we're on the topic of Call of Duty, I will give you the status of my playlists. There's just two more things I have to handle or take care of right now, and that is the two different journal entries. I should say diary entries, because it does say Chernov's diary, but you know, journal's easier for me. Journal entries, the good version and the really bad version for World at War. However, I think I might need a strategy book on that. What I mean by that are these, because they're also part of my collection. I collect these as well, because not only are they helpful, but they're Call of Duty stuff. They give me stats on weaponry and stuff, which is good to have, especially when you don't know what you're up against and you would like to know right away. However, I still think it's kind of it's a bit of a waste, considering how you have DLC weapons and DLC maps and stuff, which is why I kind of wish at sometime, like long ago, they would have figured, hey, maybe we should wait till all the DLC packs are released, then create something like this, and then release it, so that way we have not only just the stuff that was included with the game, but also the stuff that comes in through an extension or an expansion. But I don't know. I'm not the runner of that company, and yeah, it would be nice. Or at least, like, if you make this one, you can make another one that includes the other stuff. I mean, that would be helpful instead of having to, you know, get this and realize, you know, this stuff should have the other stuff, because how else am I supposed to complete the, like, achievements and whatnot? I'm not, like, mad at it. I'm just like, well, okay, you could have done it a different way, but yeah, that's your choice. So that's that. I think the only other game that's nearly completed with the playlist as it comes to video-wise would be the Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare game, because all I need is one more multiplayer episode for that. Then all I have to do is just put all the videos in the playlist and then basically put in the descriptions of both games from Modern Warfare all the way to Modern Warfare 3 about all the soap's journal entries, because I can't read it because I don't have it, but I know where I can get the transcript from it. But the pictures, that's a different story. I don't know how I'm gonna get those. But yeah, that's the thing. What else? Just for the record, when I unlock some of the videos, like, so far it's only, like, noticeable in my Call of Duty Heroes playlist, if I had it public, and Call of Duty 4. I did use some other people's videos, only because I couldn't do it myself, because I don't have the game console available for it, and I don't have the technology to record it. I don't have the equipment for it. So, but they are considered canon and all that other stuff. I just had trouble, like, the reason why I didn't have one for Heroes was because for some reason it, like, my, like, webcam kind of got a connection interrupted for some stupid reason. I don't know. This is a really junky computer. What else? There's something that's over my tongue. I can think about it. Oh. The other one, which is in COD 4, is the extension of the mission FNG, which was also part of the early demo when the game came out. However, it's still available if you have it in the PC, because apparently if you activate some kind of file or use it, it shows the extended version of it. But I don't have that. They even gave inspiration for the training mission for Call of Duty Online, but that's another story. I won't be able to play that just yet. I'm hoping that it'll eventually be available for the United States, because currently right now the only way I could play it is if I did this really, really long thing where I have to do, like, I have to get, like, a universal number and all that stuff, and that's just like, no. I'm not gonna do that. Or I'm not going to do that. That's better. So, that's it. Outside of Call of Duty news, Halo's coming out soon. It's like in, what, 2 days? Which I'm really hyped for, because I have not seen the Arbiter in such a long time. The Arbiter lives, and the Arbiter is awesome. No argument there. And I still collect the Halo action figures. I'm currently trying to get the Spartan Athlon. I'm hoping that one of the Halo 5 Guardians series will include the newer armor for the Arbiter, because I mean, it's not my favorite type of armor, but you know, assuming how we have all these different characters and newer Spartan armor for these set characters, it wouldn't surprise me if they made him another like model or another action figure of him wearing this armor instead of his previous. And that's it. I'm going to end it here before I go off into a tangent again, because I tend to do that. So, I'm Captain Alex Mason, and I'll see you guys in another video.